Hey everyone, I know it's been a while since my last video, but this should be my final video covering this topic, as I don't want to make any more videos on this. I would have just left it at the first video, but it didn't feel right if I kept making videos after the last video, and didn't give an update and properly conclude my thoughts on the situation. Any other future news information regarding this situation, I may cover them in the community post, but not in the video. I'm not going to milk the situation with like 5+ videos like some other channels. I suppose there's nothing too wrong with that, as long as they're doing it for the right reasons and to keep people updated, I suppose, but not too many channels are doing that. Since my last video, a lot has happened with the situation. Zeal made an hour-long apology/suicide note, as some of you have seen, though I suggest that you don't. Zeal's mom made a statement saying that the situation would get taken to court. Then Zeal finally made a full document on his own side while he was in the hospital recovering, as well as Gianni Matrograno making another statement on his live stream. And finally, Rand has also made some statements in response to the community, but as of I think April 14th, or I don't know, she hasn't really made too many updates on her YouTube. She has, but not on her Twitter or anything. And there's more stuff there, what Rand's side and how she's been handling it recently. I won't be reviewing or covering these responses and statements really in detail, as I'm sure you've already seen videos or seen the responses themselves, and those videos will do a way better job than I could ever covering it. And that's not the point of this video. I don't want to cover like old ground because I'm late to this anyway. But as of now, it's currently a waiting game to see what Ren will respond with towards Zeal claims that it was consensual. As I stated in my previous video, a big point that I tried to make was that we should wait for Zeal's response, and now that that has come, I think we should also wait for what Ren has to say in response as well. This video isn't about like who I think is right or wrong, like which side I'm on or anything like that, as I think what happened is still very complicated and it's not very definitive, and because of that I think we should wait till both sides are finished telling their side of the story to form a conclusion. I tried my best to stay neutral in the previous video, though I'll admit I could have done better, as the situation for Zeal at the time did not look very good for him. Quick note, I want to thank everyone for the support on that pressure video. It means a lot to me that so many people thought what I had to say was beneficial and that the video was respectful. Though I may unlist the video in this one once the situation is resolved, but I'm unsure, and who knows when the situation will truly end, but it's not to hide it. I just wouldn't want that on my channel once it's, the situation's done. Regardless, the reason I'm making this video is I want to speak more on my thoughts of the community's response to this video. That is the main reason I'm making this video. That's the main substance of this video. The community's response to the situation has mostly been awful, especially on Twitter, but I suppose that's to be expected. And I mean this for both sides, from people making fun of Zeal's suicide note video or suicide attempt to people harassing Ren. I've seen all kinds of awful things, people on their thumbnails of videos having pictures of her, among other things like that, and just YouTubers also making their own videos and not putting the proper time and care and being respectful, and they're just insensitive and clearly made for the intent to make money and get engagement. And to also the person who leaked all the pressure assets and completely almost destroying this game, and all the people that worked on it who weren't even directly involved in this situation and their hard work. What has occurred as a response to this entire situation from the community has been some of the most atrocious, deranged behavior I've seen from people on the internet. Regardless of whatever side you think is in the right, for one of the people who has participated in what I just listed, you are in the wrong. I hope that the community is now mostly staying in the neutral and waiting for what each side has to say, and I have seen that start to become more common, and that is good to see. And to the people who use the situation to their own benefit or to lash out at others, I hope that you seek help and reflect on your choices. I understand that maybe you had good intentions at first, or that you thought you were in the right, but that never means you should stoop to this low of a level. And what I mean by that is harassing people, especially people uninvolved. Sorry if that comes off as me being preachy or that I'm morally superior. I'm not a perfect person either, but I know people are capable of doing better, and I believe we as a community can do better. I'm neutral in this situation. I'm not taking a side until it's 100% clear without a doubt who is in the wrong. So I'm not gonna argue, like, with anyone which side I think is right or wrong. But I hope most of you will also stay away from arguing, as we just don't have the full story yet. But I am glad we have gotten Zill's side of the story, and now we have a bit of both sides. It's been insightful to learn more. I don't know what the future holds or what the future pressure looks like as a game or as a community. We'll just have to wait and see, but it doesn't look too good so far, regardless of whatever side is in the right. But regardless, I don't think I'll be engaging with this topic or pressure as a game anymore in the future, besides maybe some more community posts following this. I want to move on from this personally, but understand that the situation is far from over. I suggest that you all gather your information and conclusions on this situation by the primary sources of this, which would be Zeal and Bren themselves. Videos that cover this topic will often not go over every detail, something I'll admit my previous video did not do either, but that wasn't the main intent of the video. I hope that everyone is doing well and that you've all been staying safe. I know there's been a lot of nasty things on the internet about this, and I hope you've not seen them and you've been steering clear from them, especially if you are a child. As know many fans of pressure are children, and it's sad to see that they're witnessing a game they love be ruined and people acting so awful in response to it. I hope that they have not seen the awful discourse online, and if you have, I'm sorry. You shouldn't have to see that. All I hope is that we get the full story soon and that justice is delivered. On a lighter note, I will be making an update video regarding this channel and my second channel and overall just the future of content here. As I know, I got a lot of new people introduced to me, and I feel that I should give you all a heads up on what I will be doing in the future. That will be a separate video though, expected sometime soon. There's a lot more I can say on this pressure situation, but I wanted to keep this video short and not drag it out. There were a lot of specific instances and examples I could have went more into regarding the community's response from so many different people and sources. Like, for example, a YouTuber who proclaimed that the situation was not to be called drama, but then had hashtag drama in all of the videos covering this. Just an example, but anyways, I don't personally feel like going through picking out and getting screenshots of all of those, especially when a lot of things said they were just awful. And also, I feel like that would make a pathway towards harassment being sent towards them, which I don't agree that any harassment should be sent towards anyone, even though those people have done wrong. I just don't think it really solves anything. But I look forward to making more videos on things that I really am passionate about, that I'll go into more in the update video what I'll be doing. But I'm really excited about that. And one last thing I want to say, if you subscribe thinking that I would be covering this topic a lot or just expecting any more future videos on pressure, I'm sorry, but that won't be happening, as even regardless of this situation, I've not really been enjoying the recent updates to pressure. But feel free to unsubscribe though, as I understand a decent amount of you subscribe due to my previous video. But serious videos like these shouldn't be very common in the future on this channel. But that's all I have to say now. I hope all of you have a good day, and bye-bye.